Christine Schiavone. Our show is Spiritual Exploration. And now we're going to present to you the show that we all wait for all year long, when Deborah Rose, our astrologer, comes in and gives us the predictions for the following year. And it's time. Now she's going to go into the predictions for 2014. And we are going to, Deborah is going to let you know what to expect for your sign in 2014. And without further ado, here's Deborah, and you're going to take over now, and you won't hear much from me.
Okay. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for inviting me back again.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And we have a lot to do, and pardon my mess in front of me. We just had a last-minute rewrite because of time changes, so I'm going to get started right away. Since I had to cut the show and rewrite it a little bit, so I want to get all of you in, because you know we are notorious for not enough time. Here we go. We're going to start with the first sign, Aries. These are astrological predictions for the year 2014. Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. This is a big year for you guys. We have power, growth, and some spiritual work coming forward with you. Let's talk about love first. This is your year when you're going to shine. When Jupiter moves out of Cancer, which is squaring your sign, into your brother fire sign, which is Leo, and that's going to happen on July 16th, 2014. Between the 16th of July and August, let's say around August 10th, you're going to have some very positive movement in your love life. Jupiter in Leo is going to happen every 12 years, so really capitalize on this and use it well. August 12th to September 5th can be very exciting in romance. You could bring in a very upbeat, happy partner. If you're looking for love, this is a very, very lucky time. Keep that in mind. Jupiter in Leo, though, can be a little too egotistical, a little too showy, so temper your enthusiasm, and you might find some exciting happenings this year in your love life. Career, January 1st through March 5th. The Venus is in Capricorn in your 10th house, so you're going to attract attention from higher ups, from bosses. There could be promotions, raises, new jobs, a lot of highlight going on in the career area. If you want to start your own business, let's do that October 26th through December 4th when the Mars is in Capricorn. I like that new moon also on New Year's Day in the 10th house. And Pluto, Mercury, and Venus are all in Capricorn in the 10th house this year at that time around New Year's Day. So let's really give it a boost and see what we want to do this year, Aries. Be careful, though. I want you to be very careful and informed when signing contracts this year. As long as you look over it, you're going to be fine. Have a good attorney look at it. You read it and make sure it says what you want it to say. Money increases are going to happen between May 27th and June 22nd, and money could come from work, insurances, taxes, raises. You could even get a little lucky this year. Speaking of lucky this year, for all signs now, July 25th, July 26th, when the Sun is conjunct Jupiter, the luckiest day of the year, July 25th and July 26th for all signs. I want to say it once, this way I don't have to go over it because of time constraints. So during the first Mercury retrograde, this is what's going to be affected. Friends, groups, hopes, and wishes. That is going to be on February 6th through the 28th. The second Mercury retrograde, June 7th to July 1st, in Cancer. Watch your home, injuries, appliances, and issues with family and neighbors. The next retrograde of Mercury is in Scorpio, October 4th through the 25th. Be careful with loans, mortgages, and taxes. The eclipses, how they're going to affect you this year. The first eclipse, April 15th. Emotional issues with partners, love, work. Create new avenues of expression. Now, actually, I like that eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse, and I think you're going to make that work for you. The next solar eclipse is April 29th. Great opportunities, new paths, and abundance. Well, you know, we can't argue with that. October 8th, a lunar eclipse in Aries. Sudden, unexpected happenings, so try to keep your foot out of your mouth. October 23rd, a solar eclipse in Scorpio. Issues with money for you or your spouse, your love, or your partner. But there are financial opportunities and recognition here. So these are all good. Let me quickly give you the Merc retro dates for all signs. Here I've told each sign how you're going to be affected a little bit. Mercury retrograde, do not buy big ticket items. Be careful with mechanical things, anything with moving parts, cars, televisions, cameras. Don't purchase during this time. Here are the time frames for 2014, February 6th through the 28th, June 7th through July 1st, October 4th through the 25th. That's Mercury retrograde. The eclipses, and I just gave you the eclipses for Aries, but these are for all signs. April 15th, a lunar eclipse in Libra. April 29th, a solar eclipse in Taurus. October 8th, a lunar eclipse in Aries. October 23rd, a solar eclipse in Scorpio. Now, if you're born on either side of these days, like if you're born April 14th, 15th, or 16th, April 28th, 29th, 30th, you're going to feel these eclipses an awful lot. And what does an eclipse do? It pushes, moves, and changes the energy rather forcefully. Doesn't mean it has to be negative. Let's say you've wanted to get a divorce for the past 10 years. Well, this will get you out of your marriage if you're a Taurus or if you're an Aries or a Libra. That you don't have to just be those signs, but they're pretty well affected. Okay, now we're going to move on to Taurus. It's a time for endings and new beginnings. Some Tauruses end a job, a career, or a marriage. There will be new love within the same year, which is pretty good. There will also be new career. That's a biggie for you guys. And new friends. Let's talk about love. May 27th to June 23rd, Venus is in Taurus. So you're feeling and looking good, even though you might be going through a little turmoil. But I have a feeling, especially those early Taurians, you're going to be at the end of a road as far as a divorce, a separation, or a lover's parting. Lovers will be attracted to you, and they will be very romantic and healing type of people. They can be attractive and well-to-do. Love is good September 4th through the 28th with Venus and Virgo in your 5th house of love. That's also a very romantic time to travel with somebody. Jupiter in Cancer is going to help you build communication with others. It'll teach you to rely on your intuition and your gut, your feelings. July 18th through August 12th is excellent. I love that for love. Career for you Taurians, January 11th through the 31st, I want you to send out resumes. You would interview well if you did it at this time. It's a good time for inventors, people who are looking for patents. It's a wonderful time to promote, and if you're looking for a raise, it could happen in that time frame. March 5th through April 5th, Venus is in the 10th house. So there's a new moon there. I'm liking that. I also like that January 30th time. That's a new moon. Great news at work for our fellow Taurians. From June on, there are brand new career opportunities. And there's a little bit of an overwork here, but it's not so bad in June. It is a little bit rough for you guys. 12/4 through 1/13, 2/15, those are Tauruses. That's where you could overwork, you're high energy, you're feeling good, you're in a new life, slow down a little bit. Taurus, travel. Later in 2014 is highlighted from September on. You might be dealing with legal issues because Saturn continues to cause stress. It's opposing you. Jupiter creates a need for more money or higher expenses, especially if it's home related. February, Mercury goes retrograde. That's changes in social circles and friends. At the end of the month, you might have some career changes. June 7th to the July 1st, Mercury retrograde. Travel, communication, and neighbors are highlighted. October 4th through the 25th, Mercury retrograde. Love, business, and partnership are highlighted. The eclipses, April 15th, work, health, daily habits. There we have a change for the better. Sometimes if you're under stress, you forget to take care of yourself. The eclipse on the 29th of April. Positive changes. I think this is going to be more environment and mindset. Let's call it attitude. The October 8th lunar eclipse. That's in your 12th house. Now that's unexpected happenings that might rattle your emotional cage. Childhood memories, soul memories are awakened. Some Tauruses are going to have the opportunity for foreign travel, more education, and writing. The 12th house is sometimes the house of self-undoing, but it also can be the house of hospitals or illnesses. So don't get yourself crazy over any changes in your life right now. You've got too many powerful and positive things to look forward to. Gemini, let's go on to you for 2014 predictions. This is a great year for Gemini. New beginnings, positive change. Let's go right into love. June 23rd to July 18th, Venus is in Gemini. You've got more confidence, you feel attractive. Use your heart, not your head this year. Gemini looks at love in a very sort of intellectual way. Well, love is meant to be felt. Don't think too much because you'll overthink it and then you're going to miss opportunities. Your creative career picks up for those of you in any type of creative work. September 28th through October 23rd is very good for romance. Travel, local, July and August is fabulous. Soulmates are coming into your life. There'll be the same likes, there'll be stimulating conversation, there'll be ideas. April 15th, the lunar eclipse falls in your 5th house. Be careful of pregnancy if you don't want children, or issues with children, love, and creativity are highlighted. August 12th through September 5th, Jupiter is conjunct the Venus in Leo. That's lots of love, lots of enjoyment. Your career, Jupiter in Leo is your friend this year. Many Geminis will find love through work or begin working in a new career that they enjoy. Many of them will retire and have a good time in their life and say, well, you know, for a life well worked and well done. You could find new work or educate yourself for new work. I say that over again because that's probably the healthiest thing for Gemini to do. Positive relations, interviews, communication, all of these things are highlighted. February 12th through the 28th. Keep that in mind. March 16th through April 7th. There could be some behind-the-scenes manipulations. I want you to be careful with legal dealings, and I want you to be very straight up, upfront, and honest in going into any legal issues. April 5th through May 2nd, new projects, learning. You're a forerunner this year. You're a very innovative thinker, and some of your best work is going to be done between July 25th and September 13th. That's a wonderful time for any of you who are researchers. Mid-2014, travel's highlighted. Let's say May through October. And October could bring an engagement, a marriage, or a birth. So for those of you that are looking for that, great. For those of you who aren't, watch out. Jupiter in Cancer, your finances this year should have increased in some way, or again, Jupiter also can bring retirement of some type. The summertime, July through early August, could bring promotions, raises, loans, and gifts. You could be giving gifts or you could be receiving gifts. January 1st through July 16th, that's the last pass for Jupiter in Cancer. So make the most of it, because after that, you could also increase your income. June 27th, the new moon, new opportunities with money and investing. The Mercury RX or retrograde for Gemini, June 7th to July 1st. No big ticket items, please. Check all of your bank records and watch fraud. I skipped one. February 6th through the 28th, which is the first retrograde for Mercury of the year. It's good for education, travel, and publishing. October 4th through the 25th. Health. You've got to be careful about your health, your checkup. Don't ignore health issues. There could be issues about employment or employers, workers, bosses. This could also mean your pension plans, money you socked away. Watch your communication. By the way, if you get a checkup or you take a test and you don't like the results between the 4th of October and the 25th, I want you to get a second opinion or rerun that test. The eclipses. April 15th is a lunar eclipse. Very, very emotional about love. April 29th, solar eclipse in Taurus. Great for spirit work, great for therapy, work on your emotional health. Meditation is helpful for you, and anything to do with health and hospitals is highlighted. October 8th, the lunar eclipse in Aries. There are sudden emotional reactions having to do with your hopes, wishes, goals, and also could affect friends. October 23rd, your 6th house is affected. You're lucky, and there's a new opportunity either in work or love. That happens to be very positive. March 1st, I like that new moon in Pisces in the 10th house. That's lucky in career or your status or standing in the community. March 16th, full moon highlights home and foundations. You're trying to make them stronger, Gemini. And watch getting caught in affairs this year. And I mean extramarital affairs or romantic affairs if you're with one partner and you might scoot over to the other. Well, Gemini can do that rather easily because they tend to live in their head, not their heart. So, but be careful this year because it could be rather costly for you.
That's Gemini or
Gemini.
Cancer that you're talking about?
Gemini.
Because we just went into Cancer, didn't we?
No, not yet.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Health issues. April and May, be careful, Gemini. Allergies, heart, and stomach. Also, this year, you will have the ability to clear debt. If you owe someone something, if you want to pay something down, if you have to pay something off, if you owe from past relationships, this is the year when that would happen. Okay, now we're in Cancer.
Okay.
I was talking about Jupiter in Cancer making the last pass.
Okay, I misunderstood.
No, it's okay. You're a bad student.
You're right.
All right, so Cancer, and that, just to clarify for you out there too, I was talking to Gemini about the last pass of Jupiter in Cancer. Okie doke, so here we are, Cancer. Jupiter is in its last 6 months. That's going to increase your social status, your finances, your worth, but do not overindulge. Cancer rules the stomach, so watch for digestive issues due to stress.
Tell me about it.
Especially the second half of this year. You know, you may move this year, Cancer. Travel's highlighted this year, partnership, cooperation, co-creation, teamwork, all these things are highlighted. Love, let's talk about love. July 18th through August 12th. Venus is in Cancer. You might find a love where you're in sync emotionally without words. Imagine that. It will be a love that you can establish and put on a firm foundation and become more committed over time. Also, October 23rd to November 16th, Venus is in Scorpio in your 5th house. Now this love, if you attract it in during that time, could be very romantic, a lot of conversation, a lot of intimacy. July 16th through August 11th, 2015, July 15th, 14 to May 2nd, 15. Romance, love, travel, writing, music, creativity, spirituality. It's a good time to explore all of these things. That'll be good for you with your shows.
Yeah.
October 23rd, the new moon in Scorpio could bring love, pregnancy, new beginning, new hobbies, or new passions. So I want you to be very careful.
Yeah, right. I got to be very careful. Thank goodness that's not a possibility anymore.
Career. Jupiter in Leo, do what you love. With this aspect, success will come if you just pursue your passions. April 7th through the 23rd, Mercury's in Aries. I want you to push. Be seen, be heard, go after what you want. It's a great time to advertise yourself, your business, your passions. It's, and for a Cancer, that's pretty devil-may-care to stick your neck out there like that, but it's time.
Mm-hmm.
May 2nd to the 28th, Venus is in the 10th house. Very, very good for your career. Very impressive and very convincing. So you have to make sure that you get yourself out there, Krista, in those times.
Okay.
March 30th, Capitalize on the unexpected. Implement new ideas, new policies, new thoughts. Could be personal, could be work, could be about your home, your lifestyle. September 13th through October 26th, positive career changes, travel, promotion, and an excellent time to start your own business, Cancer. July 16th through August 11th, more money comes in. It's a good time to buy and sell property. August 12th through September 5th with the Venus in Leo. Then there's a new moon on July 26th that I love. New sources of income. So now let's go to that Merc retro. The first one is in February 6th through the 28th in Pisces in the 9th house. That's long distance travel. It also means check on finances, banks, partners, any joint finances. There could be some rattling of the cages at that time during that retrograde. June 7th through July 1st, the Mercury retrogrades in Cancer. Personal affairs. Put time into yourself and get your affairs in order. October 4th through the 25th, the 5th and 6th house, love life. Take some time for love or creative projects or children's. When it moves into the 6th house later on in the retrograde, recheck your health, get second opinions, and try to communicate very clearly in your work environment. And be open to some schedule changes during that time, that last Mercury retrograde. The eclipse is affecting Cancer. April 15th is a lunar eclipse in Aries. Attend to home and family. You could make some very positive changes there. It's a great time to network, advertise, run for office. Take care of your health. Use alternative medicine. Exercise. October 8th with the moon in Aries in the 10th house. Career. It's highlighted, and sudden emotional issues could come up. October 23rd, new love, new baby, new hobby, wedding maybe, something like that going on around here. Okie dokie, that was Cancer. Now we're going to move on to Leo. This year, you can see your future with more clarity. Saturn's still squaring you, making you work hard, and it might bring some delays, but hang in there, Leo. Success is coming. I know it's been a rough couple of years here for you, but this year your personality is going to start to shine, especially when Jupiter enters your sign on July 16th for the next year. It's actually 13 months. Now, you only get this pass by Jupiter once every 12 years. Jupiter is the greater benefic. It brings all good things to you and all good opportunities. It will free you from places you've been stuck for a long time. Your creative talents are highlighted. You're warm, generous. Your friends and supporters come out to help you this year. They bring you aid. They bring your dreams closer to reality for you. Life is going to be pretty busy, fast, exciting, so I want you to watch your health this year. And also, in the month of October and November, I want you to be careful. Watch out for small injuries or accidents. Nothing terrible, but you're just moving a bit too fast. Long-held investments can pay off this year. Jupiter is going to bring joy, partying, celebration, but overindulgence. Stay balanced, be careful, and please do not be risque in love. Be careful of involving yourself in some type of a fantasy because it'll cost you a real love. Be positive and be persistent. Love and romance are highlighted this year between August 12th and September 5th. It's going to be also a very creative time. More confidence, there's an interest in keeping fit. Love can be exciting and dramatic. Let's not make it too dramatic, guys. Also, November 16th to December 10th. It's a great time for holiday parties, fun, enjoyment. And that's the time when I see these kind of dangerous fantasies happening. Could be with someone from the office, could be with somebody in your neighborhood, could be with family, friends. Careful. So for the next 13 months, have a good time, have fun, but watch your fantasies. Because remember, Jupiter is going to expand whatever it touches. It is the greater benefic, but too much of a good thing. You've heard that phrase before. May 2nd through the 28th, Venus is in Aries. You're very creative. November 22nd, the new moon in Sag. That could be a new love or a new hobby. It could also be travel, either long distance or local. June and July will be important for travel, for work. If you're studying for exams, please, Leo, no slacking. That could be a problem for you guys this year. There's an unexpected opportunity to expand your professional sphere this year between January 1st and July 16th. Change in work also, maybe change position or change the type of work you do during that time if you've been wanting to do that. April 23rd through May 7th, the Mercury, it's in Taurus, and it's a great time for communication, speeches, advertising, internet, written. Great ideas for you right now. Very inspired during that April 23rd and May 7th time. May 28th to June 23rd, your work is very steady. You need to be focused on it because everyone's going to start to see you as powerful and performance-oriented. Just don't overwork. Work, rest, food, and enjoyment. Remember something, Leo. Your sign rules the heart and the spine, so I want you to be very careful of cardiac issues. Don't overeat. Be careful of salt intake. Make sure you get your checkup this year, and lose weight if you have to. Take care of your spine. April 29th, a new moon in Taurus. It's conjunct the Mercury, so write, speak, blog, communicate, sell. October 26th to December 4th. That's that Mars in Capricorn. It's going to help your 10th house. That's your work phase, clarity, focus, drive, career, startups, new careers. Anything in business is highlighted this year. Money, well, September 5th through the 29th, you could get a raise or promotion. You could also get a second job if you're looking for it, more money. August 25th, the new moon in Virgo, new financial opportunities. Mercury retrograde, February 6th through the 28th. Your 8th house, taxes, shared money, resources, partnership money, and it's also the house of sex. So again, I gave you that warning. I'm going to give it to you one more time. It could be very, very expensive if you start fooling around in the wrong arena. June 7th through July 1st. That was politically correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The 12th house, your dreams will inform you. Also, any tests done in a hospital or healthcare during that time could be okay. October 4th through the 25th, the Mercury in Scorpio. The 4th house, check appliances and pay attention to your family member. Your eclipses, April 15th in Libra. Travel, communications, and siblings, brothers and sisters are highlighted. April 29th, new work, new jobs, promotions, great news professionally coming to you. October 8th, the lunar eclipse in Aries. Awakening, sudden happenings. Awakenings to spirituality, higher education, riding, long distance travel. October 23rd, that solar eclipse in Scorpio. That's your 4th house. Some of you might be getting a new home or maybe a new person moving in. You could also have issues around that time with children, moving them around or taking care of them. I'm going to reiterate one more time. Lucky day for all signs is July 25th through 26th, but why am I bringing it up here now? Leo, you are the luckiest sign this year.
Last year it was Cancer, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But we
You still
got a
have
ways
6
to go.
months, that's
Okay.
right.
Good.
And it's usually the last pass where you begin to feel the effects of the Jupiter.
Okay.
And that's what you're getting right now, the last
Very
pass.
good.
Yeah. So also all the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Well, Leo's going to be the luckiest one. You guys are going to be second. But remember, all signs that day, buy your lottery ticket, go to the track, play the horses. Here we go. I got gambling going now. We're promoting gambling on the show. Okay. And remember, Jupiter goes into Leo on July 16th. Virgo. Virgo, slow and steady growth at work this year. Increased work and responsibility. It's a year for solid, trusted investing. Be careful and guard against loss and theft. At times you're going to feel alone this year. Hang in there because help is on the way. You've had a couple of funny years. Family, love problems, especially June and July. Responsibilities are going to start to surface. Sometimes these things wreak havoc with your immune system because Virgo rules the 6th house of health. Vitamins, holistic healing, acupuncture, and sleep are all needed in kind of an equal dose here. In dealing with heavy or leftover responsibilities from the past, help will surface this year. Mid-year it seems to be. That's a time for change. Let's talk about love, something good. September 5th through the 29th, the Venus is in Virgo. It's a good time. Somebody loves you. There's a kind of devoted type of feeling here. And because of that, you begin to start feeling creative. So pay attention to what's happening in your life, especially in your home, in your work, in your friends. Whenever love comes in, sometimes we lose sight of everything else. Or somebody from work or friends could be the new love. It's a good time to start a workout, buy new clothes. And love will begin sort of in an intellectual way through positive communication, social media, intellectual hobbies, books, museums, music, etc. Okay, December 10th through January 4th, 15 that is, December 10th, 14 through January 4th, 15. Venus is in Capricorn. If you were to pull somebody in at that time, your interest would be in travels, movies, creativity, somebody who wants to have a lot of fun in life. January 1st through July 15th, Jupiter's still in Cancer, so make the most of it. Friends, fun, and travel. Now, here's some more good stuff. Virgo, conservative, fussy, picky Virgo. Be careful of unconventional love triangles. I don't know what's happening to this world here, but it's just falling apart here.
Yeah, right.
January 1st, there's a new moon in your 5th house. A new romance, new hobby, new pet. That'd be nice. Health improves with holistic work. May 28th through June 23rd, your Venus is in Taurus. If there's a romance around at that time, I'd say go for it. It's kind of a free fall, and I don't think you're going to get hurt from that one. It'll inspire you forward. Career, July 16th through August 11th, 2015, some very, very unforeseen good luck for you here. The Mercury retrogrades, the first one February 6th through the 28th, your 6th house. That's your health. That's your daily habits, work, routines. But I want you to watch your stomach, especially food sensitivities that will increase acid and increase inflammation and joint pain. The Mercury retrograde from June 7th to July 1st. Unresolved issues in your hopes, goals, friends, groups, and corporate structures need to be attended to. The Mercury retro October 4th through the 25th. Siblings, travel, communication, neighbors are all highlighted. The eclipses, the lunar eclipse April 15th. Money, that's one word for that one. April 29th, spirit, publishing, travel, long distance, by the way. Good time to delve into spirituality or have that reading or go to Machu Picchu or something like that. October 8th, your moon is in Aries. Partners, incomes, taxes, death, and sex. All of the unseen worlds, what you don't see, becomes highlighted. October 23rd in Scorpio, new communications here. Okay. Now here's where I had to shorten and rewrite the show.
Yeah, because we have like 25 minutes. Oh, 22 minutes actually.
Yeah, right. And we have the other half of the zodiac to go
That's true.
through.
We got 6 more.
Right, okay. So, and these are the add-ons if we have time, and this is what I rewrote. So here we go. The big picture for Libra. Well, this year, personal freedom, creativity, all of these things are so important to you. Also, this year, I want you to watch your money and watch extramarital affairs. It's excellent time for travel, business, especially family vacation during August and September. Excellent. I want you to watch your health this year. Dream big. Put things into place. Don't let gossip affect your profession. You see, that's where I think that extramarital affair is going to come from at the workplace. The second half of the year is good for buying real estate. There could be some loss of old investments, either through value or some type of a deal you made. Take time for rest. June and July, I want you to be careful, Libra, for accidents while driving. They're minor. Love is okay, but possible breakups or separation could happen mid-year. They don't have to be permanent, but they could happen because you're not paying attention, being careful, or doing the right thing. A lot of money is going to go out this year. Your business is going to expand. There are some losses due to partnerships or lawyers.
Glad I'm not a Libra.
Oh, yeah, I know. Watch your diet. I want you to stay fit. Okay. Now, you have really been knocked around here a little bit. And there's that rocky kind of a feeling that I have around Libra. So let me give you some good news. Romance between September 29th and October 23rd, I like that. You're very, very creative this year, and new ideas are going to come very easily to you. So I want you to make sure that you write some of these things down, because later on in the year, you're going to be inspired by them. Maybe not when you first feel them, and then you're going to rack your brain and say, you know, I knew what to do. I knew how to build this business. I knew what to do with my home. I knew what to buy, but then it's going to, you're going to be very busy towards the end of the year. You will probably feel a lot more self-confident this year, and other people are going to pick up those vibes. And romantically, in love, you're ready for a very steady relationship. You want love that's going to improve. You want somebody who's going to grow with you. A lot of Libras are suffering from divorces, or sort of in their third or fourth year of coming out of something like that. This could be the stranger that just pops into your life and catches your eye. Take your time, please. Another good time for romance or creativity is March 5th through April 5th, and that's when Venus is in Aquarius. You know, when Venus is in Aquarius, you're never going to attract anybody who's normal. There's always going to be something a little bit offbeat or a little unconventional. It doesn't have to be bad. But now, it's like Christine would be considered unconventional because she does spiritual TV. So that's typical of what a Libra might pull in this year. Or maybe he's a poet, or she's a dancer, or something very, very romantic. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's see.
Who's next?
I'm cutting that. Okay, let's talk about Libra's career a minute here. Jupiter's going to be in Cancer and Leo, and that's going to help you in your career. And that's really where I want you to focus, because there's going to be a Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury lineup that could help you break away from a career that might be stagnant and get into something that's your passion. And that was probably the most important thing I could say to you this year about your career. Between January 1st and July 15th, some of those opportunities are going to be very, very unexpected. These are other positive career times: May 29th through June 7th, when the Mercury's in Cancer. July 18th through August 12th, we've got Venus transiting your career. Co-workers and bosses are going to be very, very impressed with you during that time. Also, June 27th, the new moon in Cancer is going to bring you some brand new professional opportunities. And between July 25th and September 13th, you're going to be much more focused and powerful in thinking and researching and working on your career. Let's just talk a little bit about finances for you. Good days for your financial self, that will be October 23rd to November 15th. There's an opportunity to get a raise, make extra income. And let's take a look at the Mercury retrogrades in Pisces. Romance, health, and creativity are affected. June 7th, July 1st, retrograde in Cancer is affected. And that's going to be in your career area. Merc retro in Scorpio, October 4th through the 25th. This one will impact your finances. The solar eclipses, the first one is going to trigger some deep, intense emotional happenings. The lunar eclipse, emotions are going to surface about your personal life. Clean them up and make something positive of this. You can. April 29th, 8th house. Mortgages, insurance, taxes, inheritance. You and your partner may have some cleaning up to do here. October 8th, a lunar eclipse in Aries. Boy, this is that sudden, emotional, unexpected happening in both your personal and professional life. October 23rd, that solar eclipse in Scorpio. Wow, I love these financial opportunities ahead of you. That's really amazing.
And have to speed things up.
Speed them up, okay. All right, so let's take a look at Scorpio. Scorpio, what's the big picture for you over here? Creative times, romantic times, October 23rd, November 16th. People are just going to be so attracted to you. You're feeling more confident, your sexuality is heightened during this time, and there is this really powerful need for love. I think that you're going to start taking care of yourself a little bit better because of this also. April 5th through May 2nd is another time to be able to pull in love creatively. You are at the top of your game. as far as your work and your career. Between January 1st and July 16th, Cancer, remember this it trines you rather. Make the most of this. You could also become a leader in a new group of friends that might have some professional clout. Other excellent days I like. New moon in Pisces on March 1st, July 18th through August 12th. And that is rather spiritual and creative. I really like that one. Between January 16th and August 11th, you could have some very unexpected and expansive professional opportunities where people seek you out. Also, new ideas if you're building, especially this is wonderful for people who are building their own businesses. August 12th through September 5th, during this period while Venus is transiting, co-workers, bosses, don't get fussy, don't get arrogant, but be creative. Look as if you're really a team player. Now, we know better, Scorpio. We know that you like to lead, but be a team player, and then money comes from you being nice. Venus is going to move through Sagittarius, and that's going to bring you some more money between November 16th and December 10th. The bad news is your income is going to rise, but your expenses are going to rise too. Okay, those retrogrades. Let's talk about that February Mercury retrograde in your 5th house of love or domestic environment also. I want you to be careful of affairs during that time, and I want you to not upset the household. If you have to do any repairs, you're probably going to figure it out around this time that something's going wrong in the house. You may have to replace appliances or something like that. June 7th through July 1st, it's a very good time for overseas travel, education, and publishing. There's also going to be somebody in the family you're going to have to nurture. October 4th through the 25th, that one is going to impact your personal life. How and what? Well, that depends on where you're born and when and what your rising sign is, where you're born, etc. The eclipses, how are they going to affect you? The lunar eclipse in Libra is through your 12th house. Your emotions will surface that have been buried for a very, very long time. And there are going to be some big changes in your social circle. The eclipse in Taurus in your 7th house, new opportunities with business and romantic partners. You and your partner at this time might also decide to get engaged or married. So, and this one I like. You could begin to work, have a business with a love or romantic partner. October 8th, the lunar eclipse in Aries, emotional issues that are unexpected surface, and you've got to deal with them quickly. Also, changes in work, health, diet, and routine. October 21st, unbelievable energy. What's going to happen? Something really good. I can't say what because it's just such a kind of good time for you. All right, so Sagittarius. Sag, money grows this year. There might be some arguments with business people and friends, but it's going to be good because you're starting to stand up for yourself. Love is excellent, Sagittarius, in 2014. The second half of the year might bring problems with children. So you might meet somebody who has a child, and then maybe the child is the problem, or the ex is the problem. But the love for Sagittarius is going to be amazing. A lot more money in 2014's house problems, arguments, legal issues. That's okay. Nothing terrible. You're going to get through them and over them. You're going to need an awful lot of money in the beginning of the year to start out. I don't know if you're buying a new house or redoing a house or whatever it is. Watch your health. Don't let it wear you out. There's a family celebration here at the end of the year. You know, that new love might just be the one. Now, Sagittarians are the bachelors and bachelorettes of the zodiac, so they're all probably hiding under the couch as I say this right now. Okay, romantic and creative times, November 16th, December 10th. People are really going to be drawn to you, Sag. You must be looking pretty good. You're in a very romantic mood during this transit, which is kind of a little unlike you. You could meet people through social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, things like that. You could be working in a profession, or you can meet them in a profession. You go to the doctor, and maybe he's your doctor. You go to the grocer, he's your grocer. You go to the car wash, he works at the car wash. Doesn't matter. That's how love starts this year. Your partner and you will deepen this commitment for sure. The other period for romance is going to be May 2nd through the 28th. And that's in Aries. Just slow down a little bit if you meet somebody there. Don't dive in too quickly because that one could bring you consequences later. Between July 16th and August 11th, Jupiter transits Leo. We like that. You are lucky. you could really meet somebody very special who could either be a foreigner or maybe when you're traveling aboard. So Sagittarian always loves people that are of a diverse background, and you just might get your wish this year. March 30th is a great day. There's new opportunities for you to be creative. August 12th, September 5th, that's a great day for filling your spirit, the hunger for travel. Travel may involve spiritual or creative quests sometimes. In career, I'm not worried about you this year, Sagittarius. You're going to have 13 months of expanding and making more money. Here are some good career times: August 15th through September 2nd, September 5th through the 29th, and August 25th. Between September 13th and October 26th, a lot of energy, a lot of drive, a great time to tackle any big difficulties that you might have. The retrograde in Pisces is in your domestic environment. You might be putting a new home together between February 6th and the 28th. June 7th to July 1st, the Mercury's in Cancer. Don't apply for loans during this time. Just stay away from that. October 4th through the 25th, Mercury's in Scorpio. Old issues, old relationships tend to resurface at this time. The eclipse is for Sagittarius. In Libra, it's going to change your friendships, relationships, and wishes and dreams. It's going to kind of stir them up like a cauldron. April 29th in Taurus, new work opportunities. You might get healthy. You might get a new job. You might start to feel better in your own skin. October 8th, emotional issues, creativity, love, children. October 25th in Scorpio, work, but behind the scenes opportunities also. Things that you might have buried in the past tend to come up. Here we go. We're going to go into Capricorn now. So, Capricorn, excellent, excellent year for business, big decisions, social circle expanding, a great time for property and real estate buying and investing. Partners are going to help you. You could also become a leader this year. There could be some property disputes, though. And Capricorn, I want you to watch this year. I want you to watch your health and your bones. Venus is retrograde this year, and no plastic surgery when Venus goes retrograde. That's not a good thing. And it's retro at the beginning of the year. So there are going to be some bumps in love, and Cappies are never very good at love anyway. But Venus retrograde is going to bring about some physical discomforts in your environment. Could be your home, could be work. It's kind of like the shoe just doesn't fit right at this time. You're in a romantic mood, but people are not going to be there with you during that time. Turn your nose to work, and latter part of the year, things begin to open up, like May 28th through June 23rd. I love that because of that Venus in Taurus. Romantically, you want to have fun. You're not in that heavy-duty, serious romantic mind for once. You just want to enjoy yourself. There's a solar eclipse in Taurus, and that's going to make you much more creative. If any of you Cappies are involved in communication, writing, public speaking, new opportunities could surface there also. Anything dull, anything humdrum in career, you are going to kickstart this year. I'm loving this. September 24th, around there's some brand new job or work opportunities or ownership of business. Your finances this year, extra income, raises, money in from investments. Great day, January 30th with the new moon in Aquarius, your financial arena. The retrogrades, watch your finances in February. Don't sign anything June 7th to July 1st as far as contracts. October 25th, friendships might be impacted by great misunderstandings. The solar eclipses, the lunar April 15th, stirring up your emotions in your professional world. Some upsetments there, but you'll be fine. You'll actually come out on top. April 29th, very creative, very romantic. October 8th, emotional issues at home. October 23rd, new opportunities with friends. Your hopes and wishes might come to fruition. Aquarius, let's go here to Aquarius. More travel, work continues to grow. February, June, and October. Growth, success, prosperity. Babies? Any guys want babies? This is a year for Aquarians to get pregnant and have babies. Again, you guys, you're not very romantic. You're kind of like your love has got to be your best friend, which is very nice. But this year, you're very romantic. You're kind of going to leave the physical discomfort about love and romance behind and just sort of throw yourself into it. You could have a very fun-loving person in your life, and you're ready for that kind of bliss. I like May 28th for you. I like September 29th for you, and I like October 23rd. How are we going to take care of this Jupiter transit for you? Communicating with bosses, peers. You know, you guys are the forerunners of the zodiac, so you can come up with some very unique ideas in your career. These are the Bill Gates and the people that created Google and Yahoo, and they have some kind of Aquarian influence in them. Technology, by the way, is very Aquarian. There's a new moon in Scorpio in October that's going to bring you either a new job or some type of promotion and money. Physically, you're abundant, you're feeling fabulous. 2 periods to look for when you're moving forward with finances, April 5th through May 2nd, September 5th through September 29th. There's extra money here, there's insurances, money paid back from old debt. March 1st, good time to get new accountants and new people to help you with money. The Merc retro in Pisces, be careful of your finances. Take a second look at what's going on. You're probably recovering from Christmas and Hanukkah and the holidays. June 7th through July 1st, maintain your health, please. Nurture people and be around people who will nurture you. October 4th through the 25th. Great happenings in your career. Yep. If you were born around the latter part of Aquarius, that's February, you are going to grow in your spiritual, worldwide, or educational beliefs. There are going to be some emotional issues related to neighbors and siblings around October 8th. October 23rd, you have fabulous career happenings. Last sign of the zodiac is Pisces. Pisces, it's a great year for investing, but foreigners could bring trouble. Difficulties financially, it could be due to a divorce or an old spouse in your life. Don't be too distant in love. After going through the hell you went through, you might just want to be footloose and fancy-free. But you might have a life mate or a soulmate around you this year that attitude can push away. So be very careful with letting the past ruin the future. Spiritual growth, watch your health from stress. Problems with money, well, that's going to be a spouse or an old partner. It could be a romantic or business. Watch your stomach issues. Money, when you do have it this year, invest. It'll be fine. And accept what is happening in your life. Let go of the past. Move forward. What are you hanging on to? Take off those rose-colored glasses. Let's get going over here. Okay, your career. Once you put your nose to the grindstone, once you take care of those new opportunities, you're going to have a fabulous time. Money, whatever you have to lose, give away, you can rebuild. The Merc retrogrades in your sign. In February, your personal life, let go of the past. June 7th, July 1st, love life, creativity, somebody new who has been around you almost walking away. You might just be able to capture them before they leave. October 4th through the 25th, education, publishing, learning, growth, more education, doing seminars, speaking, communicating. The eclipses, again, partnership issues, maybe old children, spouses, past, business partnerships. The eclipse in Taurus, new opportunities, travel, communication, work with siblings. October 8th, solar second house, unexpected issues with money, again, from past or family. And October 23rd, new opportunities with money. Very, very lucky around that time. You could also pull in a soulmate that helps you put your life together, rebuild what you had before, and even more. Lucky you, Pisces, you've got support. Get out of your own way, please. We did it.
We did it. Once again, we did it, right?
Wow. Boy, right under the wire.
Tell me something. When you do Sagittarius, because you're Sagittarius, do you find the stuff comes out for Sagittarius in your life? Really?
It does, yes. Yeah, usually I wind up finding myself running from it, but yeah, it does. I know it's coming, so there are some things if I want to deal with, I'll hit them head on, so when the time passes, I'm right there with it.
And how's the country doing? Country's Cancer.
Oh, country's Cancer, yes. Well, the Jupiter in Cancer. You've heard that phrase that there has to be a death before there's a birth?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what's really going on here. Obama came in to usher in change. Nobody else could let anything fall apart the way this is happening now.
Tell me about
So
it.
he's creating the change.
Yeah.
There's going to be a death and a rebirth, which is a typical symbol for Jupiter.
So in other words, you're saying that he caused a death, and now we have to rebirth.
Rebuild, that's right. So I see it as rather hopeful. Now, as things are crumbling, you know, as Rome is falling, obviously everybody is losing their minds. And Cancer rules how we nurture and take care of ourselves, so healthcare.
Right.
So that's why it's happening that way. And there will be, when Jupiter comes into Leo, people will begin to demand. Leo demands the best.
Right.
So people are going to start demanding the best for themselves, and there's going to have to be a regrouping and a reset of all of this.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're
and
very
doing
welcome.
this. And everybody, there you have it. Good night. I'm going to look at my